Fall 2025 has been one of the busiest seasons we've seen for streaming. Netflix and Prime have dropped a wave of brand new shows and returning favorites that are already making headlines.
LAPD, drop your weapon!
From dark fantasy epics to addictive thrillers and action-packed dramas, there's something here for everyone. But with so many releases, which ones are truly worth your time? Today, we're breaking down the top 10 must-see shows that just dropped on Netflix and Prime, ranked from great to unmissable. Number 10, The Gring Hunters, Netflix.
Things can get much worse if you ask me.
Not all manhunts happen in the shadows. Some unfold in plain sight along the border. The Gring Hunters, a gritty Mexican drama released in July 2025, is inspired by real-life operations where elite officers tracked American fugitives hiding in Tijuana. Across 12 episodes, we follow the International Liaison Unit as they chase dangerous criminals while contending with corruption inside their own ranks. Led by Harold Torres and Mayra Hermosillo, the series blends tense action with the moral weight of justice in a city where every deal has a price. Executive produced by Ron Howard and Brian Grazer, it avoids the well-trodden narco war cliches and instead focuses on fugitives, betrayal, and the cost of loyalty. If you're craving something raw, procedural, and rooted in reality, The Gring Hunters delivers. Number 9, Wolf King, Netflix.
Something else did!
Epic fantasy doesn't always have to be grim and bloody, and Wolf King proves it. Based on Curtis Jobling's Wereworld novels, this British animated series tells the story of Drew Ferran, a teenager who discovers he's the last werewolf heir in a kingdom ruled by lion lords. Across 2 seasons and 16 episodes, Drew's journey from farm boy to rightful ruler plays out with sweeping battles, rich mythology, and a cast of shape-shifting allies and enemies. But here's the bonus. We know some of you have kids, and this is one of those rare fantasy adventures you can enjoy together. Packed with action, magic, and heartfelt coming-of-age moments, Wolf King is a win-win. Family-friendly enough for younger viewers, layered enough to keep adults hooked. Number 8, Butterfly, Prime Video.
Are you hers?
It's the only thing I know how to do.
Spy thrillers are at their best when family drama collides with global stakes, and Butterfly doesn't hold back. Released in August 2025, this 6-episode Prime Video series adapts the Boom Studios graphic novel into a tense, globe-hopping ride. Daniel Day Kim stars as David Young, a former intelligence operative who faked his death years ago, only to resurface when he discovers his estranged daughter, Rebecca, has been turned into an assassin for the very spy network he once built. Shot across South Korea and the US, the show mixes slick action sequences with a layered story of betrayal, legacy, and fractured bonds. With Kim also serving as executive producer, Butterfly feels personal, balancing explosive espionage with emotional fallout. For fans of fast, tightly written spy dramas, this is a sharp new contender. Number 7, The Girlfriend, Prime Video.
Play her at her own game.
Obsession, power, and paranoia collide in The Girlfriend, a 6-part psychological thriller that hit Prime Video in September 2025. Directed by and starring Robin Wright, the series adapts Michelle Francis's novel into a tense battle of wills between a protective mother and her son's enigmatic new partner. Wright plays Laura Sanderson, who grows convinced that Cherry, played with sharp unpredictability by Olivia Cook, has ulterior motives for entering their family. Laurie Davidson rounds out the triangle as Daniel, caught between love and loyalty. Shot across London and Spain, the series drips with glamour while pulling viewers into a spiral of suspicion, lies, and manipulation. What makes The Girlfriend so gripping is how quickly affection twists into obsession, leaving you unsure of who to trust. It's sleek, unsettling, and impossible to turn off. Number 6, Untamed, Netflix. Set against the breathtaking backdrop of Yosemite National Park, Untamed takes the murder mystery formula and drops it into the wild. Released in July 2025, This 6-episode Netflix series follows Eric Bana as Kyle Turner, a federal investigator drawn into a suspicious death on the cliffs of El Capitan. What begins as a simple case spirals into a web of secrets, missing persons, and buried grief, made even more personal by Turner's own tragic past. With Sam Neill as the park's chief ranger and Rosemary DeWitt as Turner's estranged wife, the drama blends crime, family trauma, and the raw unpredictability of nature. Stunning landscapes clash with human corruption, making the wilderness feel as threatening as the suspects themselves. Untamed proves sometimes the deadliest terrain isn't the forest, it's the truth. Number 5, Ballard, Prime Video.
People will do anything to keep their secrets buried.
The Bosch universe just keeps expanding, and this time, the spotlight shifts to Detective Renee Ballard. Premiering July 2025 on Prime Video, Ballard is based on Michael Connelly's best-selling novels and stars Maggie Q as the tenacious LAPD cop tasked with running a fledgling cold case unit. Understaffed, underfunded, but relentless, Ballard digs into decades-old homicides that other detectives would rather forget. What she uncovers isn't just long-buried evidence, it's a rot at the heart of the department itself. The series features callbacks to Bosch and Legacy, with Titus Welliver and other familiar faces dropping by. But make no mistake, this is Ballard's show. Gritty, procedural, and full of LA noir atmosphere, the spin-off proves the franchise still has plenty of gas in the tank. Number 4, Wednesday, Season 2, Netflix.
Life hangs in the balance.
Jenna Ortega is back as the sharp-tongued goth icon in Wednesday Season 2, which dropped on Netflix in 2 parts this fall. After solving Nevermore Academy's first murder mystery, Wednesday returns only to find herself in even darker waters. Visions of death, new supernatural enemies, and her brother Pugsley joining the chaos. This season leans harder into horror, with Tim Burton directing key episodes and Steve Buscemi joining as Nevermore's new principal. The Addams family takes center stage, from Morticia's power struggles to Pugsley discovering strange abilities of his own. Critics praised the show's bolder tone, while Ortega, now also a producer, keeps Wednesday perfectly deadpan. With secret societies, zombie classmates, and Hyde's running wild, Season 2 proves the Addams legacy is stranger, funnier, and spookier than ever. Number 3, Upload, Season 4, Prime Video.
What was that? Real Nathan would never give up on us.
Greg Daniels' satirical sci-fi comedy, Upload returns for its 4th and final season, bringing Nathan, Nora, and the rest of Lakeview's digital world to a bittersweet close. Released August 25th on Prime Video, this season trims down to 4 episodes, but raises the stakes higher than ever. Nathan faces the consequences of living with 2 versions of himself, while Nora battles Horizon's growing control over the afterlife industry. Robbie Amell and Andy Allo shine once again, grounding the absurd comedy with heart, as Lakeview's glitches, corporate schemes, and even evil AI replacements keep the chaos constant. Critics have praised the finale for blending satire, romance, and emotional closure. With its witty writing and sharp social commentary, Upload signs off as one of Prime's most inventive originals. Number 2, The Sandman, Season 2, Netflix.
Everyone here seems to not notice or care. The world is ending.
After decades of being called unfilmable, The Sandman proved the doubters wrong in 2022. And now, with Season 2, the epic closes its run on Netflix. Across 12 episodes released in July 2025, Tom Sturridge's Morpheus confronts his most personal trials yet: family betrayal, the loss of loved ones, and the inevitability of change. Adapted from Neil Gaiman's celebrated comic arcs, Season of Mists and Brief Lives, this season expands the world with gods, fairies, and new endless siblings, including Delirium, Destiny, and Destruction. Gwendolyn Christie's Lucifer returns in fiery fashion, while Jenna Coleman's Constantine continues to blur the lines between ally and adversary. Darkly poetic, visually sumptuous, and emotionally devastating, Season 2 delivers both grandeur and intimacy. For longtime fans and new dreamers alike, it's a hauntingly beautiful farewell. Number 1, The Terminal List, Dark Wolf, Prime Video. Topping our list is Dark Wolf, the gripping prequel that takes audiences deep into the shadowy past of Ben Edwards. Taylor Kitsch leads the charge, delivering a raw, layered performance as a Navy SEAL turned CIA operative, navigating the murky line between Patriot and Pawn. Across 7 tense episodes, viewers witness covert operations spanning Iraq, Europe, and Tehran, where every mission blurs morality and loyalty. Chris Pratt returns as James Reese, while Tom Hopper and Luke Hemsworth bolster a powerhouse cast. Created by Jack Carr and David DiGilio, with Antoine Fuqua executive producing, this is high-stakes storytelling laced with betrayal, brotherhood, and blood-soaked espionage. More than just a prequel, Dark Wolf sharpens the edges of the Terminal List universe, making it Prime Video's must-watch thriller of fall 2025. And that's a wrap on our fall 2025 countdown. From the gothic chills of Wednesday to the dreamscapes of the Sandman and the blood-soaked espionage of Dark Wolf, this season proves streaming is at the top of its game. If one of these shows just made it onto your binge list, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you're always in the loop for the next big drop.
Police, drop your weapon!
Got a Netflix or Prime gem we missed? Drop it in the comments. We're always scouting the next series worthy of the spotlight. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the couch.